Hey, what's up YouTube? Today we have quite an interesting vehicle. So I don't know about y'all, but I like watching random YouTube videos about cars, and I couldn't find too many about this specific car. 50th anniversary C5 Corvette 2003, the real 50th anniversary, because I mean technically all 2003s are 50th anniversary, but this is a 50th anniversary special. So how do you know that this is a 50th anniversary special? To start off, you got the badges. You got one right there, 50th anniversary. You have the ones on the seats. You have one right there. I believe this was added later on the steering wheel, the 50th. And of course you have the 50th anniversary floor mats. You have two badges on the side that say 50th. You have another one in the front that says 50th, and the key says 50th on it as well. Not to mention the color as well. This is a special red for the 50th anniversary. Then you got the tan interior. This is a convertible, so on these you got that kind of like tan cover. Nice little combo right there. And these also came with I believe they were like, I think champagne was the color they were called. So these are not the original wheels. Obviously this car has a little bit of customization done to it. Looks amazing though. Chrome, in my opinion, looks way better than the original wheels. We also have LED headlights. Let me turn these on so you guys can see how good these look. As you can see right there on both sides. Man, this is a beautiful looking car, and that red looks amazing. But let me open up the hood, because we are missing a very, very, very important part of this car that makes it stand out from the rest. Well, before we get into this, if y'all seen it, there is a supercharger hidden over there. But before we get into all that, man, the technology on these cars, 2003, you had a heads-up display. Obviously this is supercharged, so we have these gauges right here, air to fuel and boost. Comes with the Bose sound system. Obviously upgraded Apple CarPlay screen right there and everything. You have Corvette embroidered right there. Super clean car, super well kept. This has 26,000 original miles, so gonna be pretty hard to find one in this condition. Also, another little touch, Corvette color matched calipers, powder coated. So usually this engine bay has a cover right here, but that got a little dinged up when we did this. Fuel system right there, so it's missing it on there. You can see this would be on that side. It also has a cover right here that says 50th. The owner of this, Nate, he is a very particular guy about his cars, as you should, especially with a car this nice, this special. So interesting thing about this, the 50th anniversary is obviously in 2003, and the C6 came in 2004. I don't know why they did that. They released the 50th anniversary as the last C5 instead of, you know, starting the C6 with the 50th anniversary. I like it though, but imagine how much of a banger that would have been. Drop the new model and it's a 50th anniversary. I don't know why they did that, but like I said, no complaining. This looks amazing. But yeah, this car has a A&A supercharger on there. Like I said, super well kept, really good condition. This car though came here to my shop because it threw a check engine light and it kind of went like into a limp mode. Plugged up the scanner to it, and we saw that shift solenoid B was no good. So what that means is that so it has two shift solenoids, A and B. A controls first and second gear, and B controls third and fourth gear. For you guys that don't know, this has a 4060, meaning 4-speed transmission, automatic transmission. So that was kind of what was going on right there. So we did transmission fluid, transmission filter, oil pan gasket, and replace that shift solenoid. And now we're gonna take it on a test drive, make sure everything is good before it gets picked up. And once we confirm everything is good, get this car picked up and ready to go. But yeah, man, once again, just a whole little 360 around the car. This car is ceramic coated and PPF'd in the front. It just doesn't get better than this. I don't think you will find another C5 50th anniversary C5 this clean. Like, this car just looks amazing. And to be honest, I would probably take this over a new C8, depending on which one it is. Obviously not a Z06 or the ZR1 that is about to come out, but over a base C8 or a base C7, taking this right here. But yeah, let's get into the car. Shut this hood softly. This is the way I like to do it, so I don't shut it. Although shutting it, like dropping it, probably wouldn't hurt it, but you gotta be careful with these cars. This is one of those cars that you just can't simply just replace, especially with the mileage, condition, and everything, all the little mods that have been done to it. But yeah, let's get in there, get this GoPro on, and take it on a test drive. Alrighty, now that we are in here, got the GoPro mounted on our head. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. You guys ever look at somebody when you're driving, like you look over and they're doing like some goofy shit and you're like, what the hell? I'm gonna be that guy today, especially with this. It's convertible, top down. You're gonna be like, what the hell is on his head? But anyways, let's roll up these windows. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty well. Go ahead and roll these up. Turn the AC off. We don't need that. But yeah, man, this car sounds amazing. Like I said, Nate, the owner of this car, takes super great care of his vehicles. They're just all so clean. But let's get this out on the main road. Man, one thing I hate about test driving cars is the simple fact, man, that like you can drive as careful as possible, be as precautious as possible, and all it takes is one person, just one bad driver, distracted driver, to ruin your day. And this is not a vehicle that you want to put yourself in any type of situation like that. So we're gonna test drive this real quick. Short test drive, straight to the point, back to the shop, and call the owner and let him know to come pick it up. Like I said, the last thing I want is for him to come pick it up and then he has the same issues that he was having before, which he shouldn't. I'm very confident in the work that we do, but you know, it doesn't hurt to double check your work, sometimes even triple, because in this automotive industry, man, pretty much your work speaks volumes about you, especially if you have customers that have to bring you back vehicles because you messed something up. Brings your credibility down a little. So that's something that I definitely do not want to do. We're gonna get this little test drive in, and like I said, just make sure that everything is working as it should. And as I stated before, it was shift solenoid B. That can be caused by a couple of things, man. It could be a dirty shift solenoid. It could be a clogged filter. It could just be bad trans fluid. It could be a variety of things. Look, there goes a C7 right there. You cannot tell me you would pick that over this, because I know I wouldn't. But anyways, I just felt second gear. That was third. And we are approaching a red light, so slow down. But anyways, that's good. That means that the shift solenoid B is working, because like I said, that's what controls third and fourth gear, and we just went into third. I'm gonna take it out on this little stretch over here, double check everything. But yeah, man, it's crazy. This is gonna be a collector's item if it's not already. Like I said, especially in the condition that this car is in. 26,000 miles, and like I said, pristine condition. And not to mention, not only is it super well kept, low miles, but it's supercharged and it's done right. More importantly, if you're going to modify a car like this, which I personally consider this to be a collector's item, if you're going to modify a car that is a collector's item, it needs to be done right. No shortcuts can be taken, and that is the case on this car. Like I said, supercharger, the whole job is just impeccable. But man, I took the worst way back to the shop. I just want to get on this little stretch that's over here and see what's going on over here with all the shifts. But yeah, man, this thing, once you have Apple CarPlay on a vehicle and then you get on one that doesn't have it, it is a big difference. And this has a backup camera as well. So I felt second gear back there, third, and fourth right there. That is it. We're not gonna push this car more than we need to. This car has been, I don't know if I already mentioned this, 650 to the wheel. Big difference between at the crank and at the wheel. This is 650 at the wheel. With the weight of this car, this is the perfect balance. It's enough, you know, to get you going forward, because too much power, you'll get to spinning and stuff, and there is such thing as too much horsepower. A lot of people think the higher the horsepower, the faster the car is. You got to be able to lay that power down, and like I said, I think that this is the perfect balance right there. Anyways, man, yeah, I feel very content with the work that we did on this car. It just did all the shifts properly as it should right there. No check engine lights, no nothing. But yeah, I don't know, I kind of want to know what kind of content, if you guys are even watching to this point, what kind of content do you guys want to watch? Is this something a little more interesting, you know? Test driving the cars, a little review on the car, and a little bit of drop a little bit of knowledge here and there on the diagnostics of the car, how we fix them and stuff like that. Man, one of the biggest reasons that I started this YouTube channel is because, man, I go home and I watch people do what I do on a daily basis. Especially with the cars that I get some pretty cool cars. This is pretty unique. But yeah, just being able to share what I do on a daily basis, and you know, it'd be cool to one day be able to monetize my channel, make money off of it, and you know, pump out higher quality content once I get to that point. Pretty much right now, my approach on this is, as you guys have watched my previous videos, I'm not doing any crazy editing, nothing. Straight raw content, one shot, let's go, uploaded, next video. I don't know, I've really been trying to get on my shit lately, man. I recently had my first child, and it just feels great. it's a nice little motivation to do better in life. Little off-topic conversation, but I know everybody kind of has a different relationship with their fathers, with their parents. To me, my dad, man, he is everything to me. I look up to him. He's my superhero, my everything, man. And just knowing that I am that person to a little human being pushes me to wake up every day, you know, and give it my all. And yeah, and that's pretty much my little spiel for today. Kind of yapped a little bit right there about nonsense, but we're pulling up to the shop right